G'day friends, it's Vicky Wright, Independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator, Australia. It's been a while, a couple of weeks since our last Create Weekly. I ended up having to buy myself a new laptop, but hopefully it's all on track now, except of course for my internet, but that's being sorted out at the moment. So what we're going to do, I posted our layout in our Stampin' Create group yesterday, so I hope you've started to play along or create. So this is our layout we're going to do today. So that was what was posted yesterday. Okie dokie. So again, it's pretty easy and straightforward, but you can make it as complicated or as easy as you like, and you can do techniques on it too, so it's up to you. Okay, now because I'm having trouble with the internet, we may drop in and out during this video, so I do apologise for that. So okie dokie. So what I'm actually going to use today for a little bit of fun is the new framed Florets bundle. That's our stamp set. Now this is going to be available the 1st of November, I think it is. It's an early release from the mini catalogue that's going to be released in January. Okay, it's all these pretty flowers and lovely sentiments. Okay, so that's that. Then we've got our framed Florets dies. Now as from January, all our dies are going to be renamed to match the stamp set, which will make it so much easier for us. Now, this is the die set. Okay, so we've got 3 different ovals in this, which I'm happy to say that we've got ovals to play with again. And as usual, a couple of little extra dies that are not in the stamp set. Okie dokie. So that is our stamp set, our bundle that we're going to be using. But wait, there's still more. Then we've got I'll just take them out of the packet. We've got the gold adhesive backed swirls. Now these are limited as well. Are limited. Okay, so they won't be carried over into the new catalogue. So if you want them, you'll have to get them when they're released in November. Okie dokie, can you see that? They are quite pretty actually. So that's those. And then of course we have our paper. And it's quite pretty pinks and blues and greens. So, and of course some of the one or two of the dies will fit this some of the images on the paper, and then some you can fussy cut, but it's quite easy to do, to fussy cut. They're quite easy. I think this one, from memory, I've only had a little bit of a play, so let's just, I think it's this one. Will fit Yeah, there you go. So that will fit onto that shape. And I think this one you'll just fussy cut. But as I said, it's quite easy to fussy cut. Okay, so there's another one there in the pink. So that just goes over there like that. Okie dokie. So that's that. I love when our dies match our papers. Okay, so this, as I said, this is the DSP, and that is the opposite side. Okay, that's one piece. So that's the opposite side. That's another one with the opposite side. That one. You could colour these too and make them more Christmassy if you wanted to, or just leave it like that and be perfect for a mail. So that's the other side. Look at that pretty flowers there. That one, that one, that one, and of course that one. Okay, so they're our papers to match this bundle. And today I'm actually going to use this piece, which is that one. So we're going to be using this piece. Okay. Now, as usual, I've pre-cut everything. So what we're going to do is, I've got two pieces of basic white. One is for the inside and one is what we're going to stick this piece down to. I think it's the right size. Yep. So we're just doing this layer here. Okay. So we'll just glue this down. Oops, sorry. And as usual, our create weekly layouts are not in any specific order, but in saying that, as from next week, we might go in order. That's what I say now. Okay, so that's done. Then what we can do, I haven't scored this. I'm using a Night of Navy base card, and I'm just going to score this at 4/1/8 or 10.5 centimetres, or 4 1/4 for the letter size. Now don't forget too, I will have all the measurements and the tutorial posted in the group later on today or tomorrow. Okay, so then we're going to stick this to our base card, as I said, which is the Night of Navy. Now this pink, I think, is Blushing Bride, which goes with the papers. Okay, you've got Blushing Bride, Balmy Blue, Night of Navy, Evening Evergreen, and I think it is Soft Succulent. Okay, so that's that. Then we're going to grab this piece, which is, I'm using a piece of basic white, and all I'm going to do is stamp the floral image I'm actually going to use this one, but I'm going to turn it up, up sideways. Oh, look, here's some shapes already die cut in Night and Navy. Look at that. They're the extras that are not in the, well, that one's not in the stamp set. And this is the so fancy oval, and that is just an oval too, and it's got a nice embossed edge around it. Okay, so, oh, maybe I have got it out. Oh, here it is. So what we're going to do, ink this up with our Memento Tuxedo Black. I'll move it this way so that I can see. I just want to make sure it's all covered. Yep. Then what we're going to do is stamp that once again, okay, onto scrap basic white, and you're going to colour this with so that's the one I've pre-done, okay, just to save a little bit of time. I've coloured the flowers with light and dark Balmy blue, Stampin' blends. The middle of the flowers, I think I did it in dark Mango Melody. And then the leaves, a couple of them I've done in the light and dark Soft Succulent. And then I've done a couple in the light and dark Evening Evergreen. Okie dokie. Now, if you don't have those, you can always use colour pencils, or you could use your ink and blender pen, even your sponge daubers if you wanted to. So what we're going to do now is I'm actually going to bring in a second layer here, and I'm going to put that onto a layer of navy, Night and Navy. Even though it hasn't got it here, that's what we're going to do. Oops. And we're just going to put that down there like that, so that it's all nice and straight. And what we're going to do now is pop up our panel with Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'm just using the edges. Of our Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'll put one in the middle for measure. Good luck. And then we're going to pop that up. As I said, it's a very easy card. And making sure it's nice and straight. this down like that. Then what with this piece, now as I said, I've already pre-done this and I pre-die cut it. We're going to pop this up over the top of our stamped one. So there's really no need to colour this in. If you really wanted to, if you thought that it might, you might see the edges, what you could also do is just roughly colour the edges of your image. I wouldn't do all the image unless you wanted to, of course. And I'm not even going to worry about the different colours. I'm just touching up just the ones that I think you'll be able to see if you put it on the side. And as you can see, it's not very well done, but that's okay. And then we'll do a bit of our blue. Don't have to worry about the middles because you're not going to see them. And that's it. So that's all I do. And then we're just going to pop this up over the top, matching your image. Okay, so you can't even see that, so as I said, that's only if you wanted to, if you're scared that you're going to see it, then colour the edges of your image. What we should have done is, I need a new Wink of Stella. Just add a little bit of wink. To your flowers. Mine's only very subtle because I need a new one. Not sure whether you can see that. There is a little bit of shimmer. Okay. Then what we're going to do is bring in a scrap piece of basic white, and we're going to stamp our sentiment, and we're going to stamp it in Night of Navy. Okie dokie. And I think we will use that one there, Celebrate. Okay. So that's that there. So, fingers crossed, this may be out of reach for a little bit. I'm just going to see if I can get this on straighter. Looks a bit straight. Yeah. So we'll just ink this up. That's pretty good. That's it there. And we'll pop this up, but before we do that, I'm actually going to chop off a little bit. And we're going to chop off from this side as well, because I just want it to go to the edge there. A little bit more. I can't cut a straight line if it saved me, for the life of me. Oops, sorry. That's it. Okay, then we're going to pop this up. So we'll grab some, just 2, I think, dimensionals. Just like that. Bring that in. I always turned around, that's just me, so that I know that I'm getting it nice and straight. And that is nearly our finished card. So we'll bring in some of our metallic, what do those call them? Metallic? No, metal. No, gold swirls. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And we might put one just there. Ooh, maybe another one there, and maybe just one here, eh? What do you think? That finishes it off pretty. And I know there's probably some people out there that are saying, oh, I'm not in order, but it's probably driving you crazy. And then what we're going to do is grab an envelope, and I'm just going to stamp the same flower in navy, I think. I won't colour it. You can colour it. Now, I'll give you a little tip. If I colour my envelopes with blender pens, or Stampin' blends I should say, I will put a piece of scrap paper behind so that it doesn't leak out on the back of your envelope, okay? And then just pull out the scrap piece of paper. So pretend this is a scrap piece of paper. I will just put it down the side here, do my colouring, and then just whip it out, okay? And you haven't got ink on the back of your envelope. So that's our envelope there. And then we'll do our inside. The same, and we'll just stick this down on our inside of the card. Now, I did this a sketch, probably 2 years ago now, and I posted the card on Pinterest, and it's had probably over 3,000, 4,000 views, which is one of the reasons I've redone it. And I like the simplicity of it, okay? Now, of course, we are going to share another one I did using the same layout. I'll just move all that out of the way. So that's our layout. That's the card we've done today. And this is our bonus card. Now, once again, I've used the Lights Aglow DSP, which you're probably sick of seeing, but I just love it. And I love this stamp set, Vintage Christmas. both from the current mini catalogue. These are the Festive Pearls. Now, because I wanted the sentiment to fit into this small space, I stamped my image and then I chopped it. Okay, so I put those two words that side and I popped Bright up onto here, covering the vase a little bit. And I quite like the end result. I think it looks a little bit different. So that's that card, and I've just used scrap paper to do the inside. So it's crumb cake, very vanilla. This is, I think this is garden green. Yeah, garden green ink. That's cherry cobbler. That is crumb cake, and that's garden green. Okay, so there's two cards using the same layout. So I hope you have a go, and please share if you do, and I'll see you next time. Okay, thanks for joining me. See ya. Hooray.